Well, we didn't physically build the
Right.
city, but we informed the city. We're the first to inform everyone.
That's amazing. I love that. 1949.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Ooh, and we get to be part of that just in the future.
Yeah,
That's
looking
so
forward
cool.
to sharing that story with you and many others here this morning. And happy Hanukkah, by the way, to all of our Jewish friends out there.
Yes, I'm Nada Iranpour. Good morning to you guys. Filling in for Stella because she's celebrating Hanukkah.
That's right.
Late last night, once the sun goes down, we did a little celebration at our home.
For sure.
We're going to celebrate it all the holidays this year. Our daughter's learning about them all.
Right, because she goes to a Jewish school.
She does.
Yes,
So it's really nice.
Love that.
It's really special traditions with a lot of cool meaning behind a lot of that. So as you step outside this morning, just a heads up, it's kind of cold. 47 degrees. That's for downtown San Diego. We are going to see pretty nice conditions though this afternoon. Sunshine, mid 70s. Inland areas, you'll be even warmer. A quick check of traffic here, and overall, no major slowdown. So you're starting this week off so far looking pretty smooth out there.
Well, this morning, the U.S. is banning travel from 8 African countries amid concerns over the Omicron variant of COVID-19.
This was first detected in South Africa. Now, Omicron has not been detected here in the United States yet, but cases have been confirmed in Canada. Health officials fear this variant could spread more rapidly than others.
It has a bunch of mutations, a disturbingly large number of mutations in the spike protein, which is the business end of the virus, which really binds.
And President Biden is expected to talk about this new variant today. Meantime, vaccine companies are collecting data to determine if they need to modify their vaccines because of this new variant. And this morning, San Diego Unified's vaccine mandate is on hold, at least for now. An appeals court issued an emergency injunction after a local family took legal action against the district.
Yeah, today is supposed to be the deadline for some students to have their first vaccine shot. News 8's Evan Ronnie live at district headquarters in University Heights now with the latest on this. Good morning, Evan.
Good morning. That's right. We spoke with the school district and they said they wouldn't be able to release any comment prior to any pending litigation. But now that this decision has come down from the Ninth Circuit Court, we are expecting to hear something from the school district, likely either today or sometime this week. Today, as you mentioned, was the original date for all students ages 16 and over to have been at least partially vaccinated against COVID-19. But with the decision passed down from this judge in the Ninth Circuit, this is going to put a pause, essentially a hold on that vaccine mandate for students, and it will likely kind of push this now into future litigation between San Diego Unified and between the student who filed this lawsuit.
This family is not anti-vaccine. They've taken other vaccines. It's this vaccine, and it's vaccines like this that have a connection to abortion that they're opposed to.
Now, one of the key factors in this is that students aren't given the option for religious or personal exemptions in the same way that teachers and staff are. The attorneys representing the students say that because the vaccine was tested on stem cell lined from aborted fetuses decades ago, that it goes against the family's religious beliefs and religious freedom. Judge Sandra Akuda, who granted the emergency injunction, said in her decision, quote, "Any unvaccinated student attending in-person classes poses the same risk to the school district's interest in ensuring a safe school environment as students seeking religious exemptions." The parents of the student, who is only being identified as Jane Doe because of her age, said the mandate would require her to go against her religious beliefs and put her at a disadvantage in qualifying for scholarships or getting into college in the future. So at this point, this sets the stage for future pending litigation. It, of course, is something that could continue on to a higher court. The family and the attorneys representing the family say that they're prepared to take this case all the way to the Supreme Court if it becomes necessary. Outside of San Diego Unified School District headquarters, I'm Evan Irani, News 8.
Evan, thank you. Today, a vaccine mandate for City of San Diego employees will go before the City Council, and they are going to be holding a special meeting on this.
Yeah, this all comes just days before a key deadline. News 8's Chris Groves joining us live outside City Hall downtown to give us a look at what's at stake. Good morning to you, Chris.
Yeah, good morning, Eric and Netta. And look, this meeting today, which is being held virtually, is to vote on this emergency ordinance, which would put into place this mandate, this vaccine mandate for all city employees. Now, we have a special focus today on the San Diego Police Department and their officers and the sort of roadblock between them and the actual Mayor Todd Gloria over this mandate and over this deadline. Now, we're waiting to see if later on today that council members may also not only vote on this emergency ordinance, but potentially a resolution between both sides to try to make sure that hundreds of officers don't lose their job due to their vaccination rate. Now, that being said, the mayor is currently holding firm. He does want that December 1st deadline to be in place. Now, as for this mandate, it says that any employee who does not get vaccinated and is not provided with an exemption will face termination of employment. Now, according to a figure in data chart provided by the city, about 60% of the police force is vaccinated, which means around 37% are not. Now, if those figures hold, hundreds of police officers could be out of a job if some sort of agreement isn't reached. And we're seeing this standoff despite the fact that COVID-19 is the leading cause of death amongst police officers. According to the Fraternal Order of Police, between March of 2020 and October of this year, 716 officers died nationwide of COVID. Those against the mandate claim that they are worried that they don't believe the vaccine should be forced, and others still doubt the vaccine efficacy despite evidence from medical experts that most, if not all, side effects are extremely rare. Now, there's also going to be a rally, as we have seen previously in the past, in regards to this mandate. There will be a rally held outside of City Hall, despite the fact that this is a virtual meeting, and it will take place at 11 a.m. after that City Hall meeting, which, again, it could be still going on, but again, that remains to be seen. That group reopened San Diego, as well as other police officers and other first responders, other city employees, again, who are against this mandate, expected to take part. Eric and Netta.
All right, Chris, thanks for the update on that. This morning, those serving in both the Navy and Marine Corps must be fully vaccinated against COVID-19. Thousands of service members who don't comply are facing disciplinary action. 91% of Marines are fully vaccinated. 97% of service members in the Navy are fully vaccinated. The deadline for the Army is December 15th.
This morning, jury selection will begin in the trial of a former La Mesa police officer accused of filing a false report. Matthew Dadgis lost his job after the department accused him of lying about the arrest of Amari Johnson. All charges against Johnson were eventually dropped. This arrest and the murder of George Floyd led to protests that devolved into a riot in La Mesa last year. Now, a man who set fire to a historic building in downtown La Mesa during the riot, he's set to be sentenced today. Last month, Daniel Sandoval pleaded guilty to torching the Randall Lamb Associates building. Sandoval's conviction is the third in connection with the riot.
Well, today, as you probably are aware, Cyber Monday. Perhaps you're on your laptop watching us right now. And on the other side, you're looking at the deals. Adobe Analytics predicts Americans will spend around $11.3 billion. But ongoing supply chain issues have many retailers struggling to keep items in stock. The scarcity of certain items could leave consumers vulnerable to online scams. So here's some security tips for you here on this Cyber Monday. Experts say use a credit card instead of a debit card to protect your bank account. They also suggest using a secure internet connection and avoid using your work computer. Finally, go directly to the company's website rather than clicking on those ads, because those fake ads can cause lots of problems for you. I know they're enticing. Sometimes the deals look like they're really good and that they're from a legit store, but then you find out that's not the case.
Yeah. No, go directly to where you need to go, right? Now, don't get lured by that. There's a lot of scammers out there, fortunately. Let's show you what's going on. This is just a gorgeous view for you. Starting off this Monday, probably a work week that might be tough for some after perhaps a long holiday weekend. But, at least the weather, it's cooperating. I will warn you, it's a little chilly when you step outside. But this afternoon, we're talking about the 70s, upper 70s for a lot of San Diego. So that was the view, Cardiff State Beach. Here's our mountain view as well. There's Sweetwater Reservoir. Pretty clear skies all across San Diego. No more patchy fog. That rolled in late last night, and it looked like it just has moved along early this morning. Showing you what's going on over California. This is a big area of high pressure right here. So that's what's going to lead to a lot of sunshine for the next several days. We also have offshore winds returning returning tomorrow and Wednesday. So things are still pretty dry in the mountains and the foothills. As you see along the coast, you have a little moisture, 88% relative humidity in Del Mar. Compare that to Alpine, where you're way down at 16%. So offshore winds, let's show you when that's going to happen. So tomorrow it won't be too strong. We might see 20, 25 mile per hour gusts. Then Wednesday, you see more of the yellows, becomes a bit more widespread, possibly up to 30 mile per hour gusts coming in. And that's important just because it will dry things out a bit, elevating our fire risk slightly, not as strong as the Santa Ana winds that we got on Thanksgiving. And look at this gorgeous view. I mean, good morning to all of you across San Diego. How pretty is that? 47 degrees. That is chilly right now. 45 in Poway, 41 in Ramona, 45 in El Cajon. So waking up to the 40s in some areas, although you're in the low 60s in Jamul. That's our warmest spot right now. And then over the next 12 hours, mid 70s with sunshine, and inland areas reaching the low 80s. 75 in Vista today, but look at El Cajon, 81, 80 in Ramona. So 87 in the deserts. It should feel overall pretty comfortable with a lot of sunshine to go around. Here's a quick check of traffic. So what's going on out on those roads right now? Overall, things are pretty good. Taking you through North County, the 5, the 15, all is smooth. And then even in the South Bay area, usually we do get a bit of a slowdown here, but even at the port of entry, looks like things are nice and smooth. In El Cajon, minor slowing if you're not, leaving that area. And then further up north, we saw some slowing on the 67, but that has since cleared. So that's pretty much all that's going on. All is good right now.